what it is. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. And then he said, وَالنَّارُ حَقٌّ. But likewise now, the hellfire is true. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. Every single one of you is not wariduha, the hellfire. For those who say we don't think, do ta'weed, what would they say about this ayah? That you're all going to enter hellfire? There's prophets who don't enter hellfire. There's awliya who don't enter hellfire. There's salihin, there is shaheed. So why would Allah then say, إِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا? يَرِدُهَا وُرُودَ مُرُورٍ وَلَيْسَ وُرُودِ دُخُولٍ. When he says every one of you is going to get it, he doesn't mean you're going to go into hell. You're going to pass on top of it. You're going to have to pass on top of it. That's what the sirat, like I told you, is on top of the hellfire. There will be Ard al-Mahshar and Al-Jannah, and then you cross on the bridge to go into paradise. MashaAllah. The hellfire, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said in the hadith that أوقد الله على النار ألف عام حتى احمرت. He said Allah lit the fire for 1,000 years until it became red. Allah. وأوقد الله على ثم أوقد الله على النار ألف عام حتى ابيضت. Then Allah lit the fire again for 1,000 years until it became white. And then Allah lit the fire for another 1,000 years until it became black. فهي سوداء مظلمة. So the fire is extremely pitch black. Yeah, there is no fire in this world that's as hot as that one. But when the ulama, the scientists, experienced with fire, they realized that there is a point where the hotter the fire is, that it turns white, and then if you look at the stove and you have propane gas, you see around where it's burning less, which is less hot, it's red. You look at the flame, wallahi. And then you look in the center where it's closest to where it's burning, you see that it is white. And the upper part of it is blue. So you can tell there is variation in color depending on how much heat you have in the fire. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah lit it for 3,000 years until it became pitch black. He said, and all of this is haqq. All of the aforementioned is true, it's a reality, this is what we believe. وَهُمَا مَخْلُوقَتَانِ الْآنِ. He said, as for the fire and paradise, they're created already. How you know? Because Allah said, أُعِدَّتْ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, talking about paradise. أُعِدَّتْ, it means, it's a verb in the past tense. It's telling you Allah prepared it already for those who die as Muslims. And he says about the hellfire, أُعِدَّتْ لِلْكَافِرِينَ, it's been prepared for those who die as blasphemers. So the paradise is prepared for those who die as believers, and the hellfire is prepared for those who die as kafirs. It's already existing. Both of them, they exist. He said, وَهُمَا بَاقِيَتَانِ لَا تَفْنَيَانِ. مَوْجُودَتَانِ, they exist. بَاقِيَتَانِ, they are everlasting. لا تفنيان, they will never vanish and cease to be. ولا يفنى أهلهما, and the inhabitants of either will not be vanishing either. And of course we say that hell and paradise are existent and they're everlasting by the will of Allah. In terms of their structure, they're subject to destruction and vanishing. They're not everlasting, but by the will of Allah, they remain. Allah willed for them to stay, and that's why they are باقيتان. Yes.